Tonight is the NFL draft. What pick does your team have? My team, San Francisco 49ers, we have the 11th pick. And honestly, I'm really hoping and praying that they don't blow it, because last year we stunk, and which is why we got the number 11 pick. But this whole Brock Purdy situation, George Kittle was looking for a new contract, and although I think Brock Purdy is a very serviceable quarterback, I don't feel like he is top tier quarterback. So for him to be asking for $50 million plus per year and like a 5-year contract versus what the 49ers were offering him, a 3-year contract, it's bananas. And again, like, he's played very well. He has been very serviceable, and he has excelled in Kyle Shanahan's offense. But I think if he were to go anywhere else, he wouldn't be as, I don't want to say as good, but as successful as he is now. And so I say all that to say this: like, I feel like he should be taking not a team-friendly deal, but a deal that would be, manageable for the team, while being able to keep good role players around him and subsequently make the team better all around. And so that they could utilize this pick, not for a quarterback or something like that, but the defensive line, maybe a better, younger middle linebacker, a more lockdown corner, to shore up the defense under Robert Saleh and go back to what they were 2 or 3 years ago when they made it to the Super Bowl and had that Super Bowl run. So, 49ers got the 11th pick. Cowboys, again, always behind the 49ers. They're picking number 12. I don't know what the Titans are going to do. They had the number 1 pick, and although Cam Ward is projected to be the number 1 pick, I don't know if that's what the Titans are looking for. Do they believe in Will Levis, the mayonnaise guy? He definitely has all the qualities to have a good quarterback. I feel like it was a disservice to him and to any quarterback, any quarterback that they would have on their team, because they don't have a good offense. They don't have a good scheme. They don't have a good offensive line. They don't really have any weapons. So I don't know why you would go quarterback and you never really gave this guy a shot with a good offensive line and good weapons, things of that nature. I mean, if I was the Titans, I would definitely go defense. I would go Carter, unless they're absolutely done with Will Levis, which could be a thing. It would be sort of like what the Bears did with Justin Fields when they see that they were able to get Caleb Williams. They're like, you know what? He's all right, but he's not the best. If we can upgrade, we're going to take this generational talent. I don't really know much about Cam Ward outside of the fact that he checked himself out of the game after getting like the Florida Gators record for most touchdown passes or touchdown yards or something like that. So he kind of got a bad rep altogether. And then you got the Cleveland Browns. Don't know what they would do. Are they going to go Abdullah Carter and pair him with Myles Garrett, which would be a terror? Or are they going to go quarterback because the Deshaun Watson thing didn't pan out, and try to absolve themselves of the Deshaun Watson thing and his trade and everything that had come with him, because he just has been a shell of who he was once with the Texans? So they could go there, or they could go quarterback, or they could go Travis Hunter and possibly use him as a dual threat. And honestly, I think this whole not the whole draft, but subsequently the draft can be shaken up by whatever the New York Giants do. Do they take a quarterback like Shedeur Sanders and allow him to develop under Russell Wilson, or do they go defense a la Travis Hunter or Abdullah if he's available? So those 3 picks initially are interesting. Don't really know what's the situation going on with Shedeur Sanders and why he's getting such a bad rap. Maybe people don't want to deal with the fiasco of his father. Maybe they think that he's going to be like poking his head in and giving him advice. I mean, why wouldn't you want that when a father's supposed to be a father to their child all the time, and he's present? He absolutely has the pedigree and the experience dealing with NFL coaches, dealing with NFL circles, executives, GMs, multiple teams. So I mean, I don't know what would be the problem with that, but they say depending on what's going on with Derek Carr and his shoulder situation, Shedeur Sanders might land in their lap. But of course, there's more quarterbacks outside of Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, but they've been the sexy names. They've been the stories that everybody's been paying attention to. So I'm really eager to see what the Eagles are going to do. They have 22 picks, I believe, within the next 2 years. So I don't think they're going to sit on their hands at number 32. I think they're going to trade the 32 pick, add either a player or some more draft picks in order to move up in the first round, because why wouldn't you? What are you going to do with 22 new players on your team within 2 years? That means that 22 other players are not going to be there, and they're going to be swapped out for these new guys who are unproven. I just don't see it happening. I think when it comes to the money and the drafting and potentially packaging them and moving up and making moves with them, Howie Roseman is a genius. And you got to give credit where credit is due, man. I wish he was our GM, meaning the San Francisco 49ers GM, and maybe some of these picks would have been a little better. But, you got to deal with it or make the best out of what you got. So y'all tell me, what's your team? Where are you picking at? Who are you hoping for? And who are you hoping that they do not pick? Is there somebody that you want to absolutely stay away from? I know there was a young guy who had allegations about sexual assault. Don't really want to get into that because you don't know. People are innocent to proven guilty, and sometimes these young girls and older girls, and I'm not saying this young lady is lying, but you do have a target on your back when you are a student athlete. It is just a too much of a coincidence that this happened perpetually with these young up and coming athletes, and then it's always like some settlement in order for them to move on and just get out of their hair so they can move on with their careers, so to speak. So let me know where your team is picking at, man, and who you guys to do. Dad Rashawn coming to you with a little bit of sports talk. It's draft day, baby. It's draft